faith. Okay, that's the seriousness of adultery. That's why he loses his head for that. Right? But God forgives. The past or whatever is done, God can still forgive. Okay, different from now on. Okay, the first story that's about that. Okay, that's about faith. The second story is about also faith. Those who faithfully follow Jesus, and Jesus, because they, in spite of hunger, alright, they still follow Jesus to receive His word, and Jesus met their needs. Okay, satisfy them through miracles. Alright, so that is the example of faith. And the third example of faith is Jesus, is Peter walking on water, but because of the wind, you look at the surrounding, look at the so-called lack of faith, and then he sank. But even then, he did not get drowned because Jesus helped him. Alright, so this is a story of faith. Of course, I will cross-connect it with other story of faith relating to the wind. Okay, then first of all, let's go into the story of John the Baptist. But instantly, if you have faith in God, you are truly walking with God. If you have no faith in God, you are walking by sight, then you are not walking with God. So if you are truly working with God, you will have great faith, and you will grow in faith. You will grow with stronger and stronger faith, and you will trust God more and more. So today is that if you truly have faith in God, you are truly walking with God. If you do not have faith, you do not walk with God. So, okay, let's look at the story. At the time, Herod, heard the report. This one, you know the story. Let's go through, let's skip through. And Herod said to them, this is John the Baptist. He has risen from the dead, and that's why miraculous power. The people treated him as a prophet. Now Herod arrested John and bound him and put him in prison because of Herodias, the brother's leader. You know he loved this lady, right? Okay, the brother's wife. And for John had been saying to him, it is not lawful for you to have your brother's wife, right? Herod wanted to kill John, but he was afraid of the people, and because they considered him a prophet. Verse 6. On Herod's birthday, the daughter of Herodias, he danced and pleased Herod, and he promised and told to give her whatever he asked. He said, overcommit himself, so be careful with our commitment. And prompted by her mother, she said, give me here a platter of the head of John the Baptist. The king was distressed, but because of his promise and his dinner guests, he ordered that her request be granted, and John was beheaded. Okay, he paid the price for confronting. So persecution is a sure one for Christians. Alright? So, alright? And had John beheaded in the prison. The head was brought onto a platter and given to the girl who carried it to the mother. Alright? So John lost his life. And John's disciple came and took his body and buried, and then he went and told Jesus. When Jesus heard about what happened, he withdrew both privately to a solitary camp. So now, why he withdrew? Because there was danger. People, he catch John, he will catch Jesus. Alright? Jesus is a human, he want to fight. So we have to be very careful with bad people around. Okay? We don't let anything hinder us from doing God's work. So it's not time to confront the king at this point. Hearing of this, the crowd followed him, and on the foot of the towns, when Jesus landed and saw the large crowd, he had compassion on them and healed their sick. Alright? As evening approached, the disciples came to and said, this is a remote place, and it is already getting late. Send the crowd away so that they can go to the village and buy themselves some food. Jesus said, no, they do not need to go away, and you give them something to eat. There was an occasion that they followed Jesus for 3 days. They have hardly any food or no food. And Jesus, because they are hungry to hear the word of God, and then they have needs, and Jesus meet their needs. Alright, when you're hungry for God, you have no job, God bless you with a job. Alright, when you're hungry for Jesus, you need this, you need that, God can bless you, God can provide for you. You just need to have faith. Alright, and God will sustain you, will look after you, supply you, not only basic but abundantly. Because in this case, the feeding of the 5 loaves and 2 fish feed the 5,000 is a miracle. You will experience miraculous blessing in your life, and you will have abundant blessing. There will be left over for you. Alright? and the disciple distribute the 5 loaves and 2 fish. You can feed more than 5,000, possibly close to 10,000. Alright, so when you have faith in God, you will experience miracles in your life, healings in your life, blessing in your life, and things will work out for you. If only you have faith. Okay, let's move on. And say, bring them to me, he said, and he directed people to sit down on the grass. Okay, you get it organized, just like church came and you get it organized. And taking the 5 loaves and 2 fish and looking to heaven. Okay, before we eat, must give thanks to God for his provision, and broke the bread. Then he gave them to the disciples, and the disciples gave them to the people. And they all ate and was satisfied. Okay, God provide and you are satisfied. Okay? And the disciples pick up the 12 basket or the leftover. So there will be leftover. It's not just enough, but more than enough. God will bless you. And the number of those who ate was about 5,000 men, and not counting women and children. So they say possibly 10,000. They just aga-aga, more than 5,000. Okay, Jesus walked on water. So the second one was faith in following Jesus. In spite of your need, yet you still press on. Alright? Hunger for his word. Alright? And okay, we are introducing the discipleship program in January. We bring down the tuition by half an hour earlier, and then we compensated we got half an hour, 3 to 3:30. We have the group leader will teach you Bible study in the different groups. Alright, so your half an hour is compensated by coming earlier half an hour for tuition, maybe about 2 hours. Alright, so we want to begin this discipleship program. We don't have interactive Bible study. This one only during this holiday. Right, but want to do it individual group is better. I mean, not better, is this another way, which is a good way. Actually, because you meet more needs individually, apart from this setting. So, okay, now the next one you need to have faith is immediately Jesus made the disciples got into the boat and go ahead of him to the other side. While he was dismissing the crowd, he went through the mountains by himself and prayed. Another time, he also went to the prayer when people want to pay. Yesterday I showed you the scripture. Jesus doesn't want popularity. Okay? He doesn't want, although he is great, but he doesn't want to be a king. He's not called to be a king. There's nothing wrong to be a king, but he doesn't want to be a king. He doesn't want to control people's life or dominate people's life. Nothing wrong with being a political king. There's nothing wrong. But he's not called to be a political king. And he just wants to be a king in our lives. That means to lead us. Okay? He's the King of Kings, and you can be king also. Okay, so you can reign with him in the end time. Alright, and you can reign with him now. That's why the theme of the camp is living God's kingdom now, not some other time. Okay, when evening, well, he went out to pray. So when evening came, he went there alone, but the boat was already a considerable distance from the land. But the waves came, buffeted by the waves because the wind was against it. So you see, in this case, some context says Jesus rebuked the winds, talking about behind that is demons. Alright, it causes the wind. Alright, okay, this Omicron and this variant, according to report, is you can be reinfected 3 times more severely. Not severely. It's very infectious. You can infect 3 times or reinfected 3 times. Alright, so this is and this one, it can mutate 50 times, 50 variant, not 50 variant, 1 variant, 50 mutations, and reinfected. So this one, the scientists are still studying, Americans are studying, African scientists, they came from there and they are studying. So this one, but even then, we have to be careful, but God is greater than Omicron. Alright, so in the same, don't be afraid. Alright, so you say, is that inconsistent with our faith? But as I say, okay, we don't go any further. We just say that God is above the Omicron, but at the same time we do safety precaution. Alright? Okay, let's move on. So there was this, perhaps, this thing come, and some contact is demon. Okay, the demon power comes. So sometimes the devil can disturb you, but don't need to be afraid. The Omicron, okay, is you say God allows it, all these are sins, and then it comes into it. So this one you don't believe God, God knows everything. It's already know. But we don't, because of Omicron, we stop the church camp. Not because of Omicron, we stop the assembly. No, we are not afraid of all this because it's invisible. God also invisible. God is, you must have faith. God is more powerful than the Omicron. Even 10 times the Omicron can't, even 1,000, 1 million times, no match for Jesus. No need to be afraid. Okay, just take precaution, observe the city guideline, etc., and pray. Okay, leave the rest to God. Okay, God will protect you. Huh? So if you have faith, God will protect you. No need to scare. Okay, when you die, you will scare also. Alright? So God is with you because you're doing God's work. Alright? You just walk righteous, He protect you. Okay, let's move on. And during the 4th watch of the night, Jesus went out and walking on the water. Alright? So Jesus walking on the water. And the disciples saw him walking on the water, they were terrified. He said he's a ghost. And sometimes I don't mistake Jesus as a ghost. Okay? Alright, when you encounter difficulty, you thought, and then you feel that okay, actually God allows that to happen, to stretch your faith, but He's with you there. He's not a ghost. Okay, a ghost is a devil, the demon will come and destroy you and harm you. But Jesus is beside you. You're not here to even God. This Omicron that's spreading all over the world, Jesus is there. He allows it, right? He didn't stop it, no. But He has a purpose to accomplish His purpose. Okay, let's move on. But Jesus immediately said to them, "Take courage, it is I." No, don't be mistaken who Jesus is. Don't be afraid. Lord, it is you. Peter asked, "Tell me not to come to the water." He said, "Come." Then Peter got down on the water and walked on the water and came towards Jesus. Okay, he has faith, right? But when he saw the wind, the wind and the surrounding, so sometimes you saw dangers around you, persecution around you, and you became afraid and begin to lose faith. And cry, "God, save me!" Because God stretched your faith when you really cannot really, your faith is to the limit already. God comes in. God understands your limitation. He will help you. Alright, but He just want to test your faith. And He want to stretch you to mature you so that you become a bigger man or bigger woman. Alright? Otherwise, every time I be only you scared here, scared there, become very small, small woman, small man. Right? And God doesn't want you to be small. God wants you to be great in the kingdom. Okay, have great faith. Okay, let's move on. And then Jesus reached out to him, alright, and called him. He didn't drown, right? And you are little faith. He said, "Why did you doubt?" Okay, don't be affected by your surrounding. If you walk righteously, you trust God, He will bless you. Alright, He will protect you, give you good health, give you good family, give you everything. You can do His work, okay, and expand His kingdom. Okay, but you just need one thing, to have faith in Him. Excuse me. Okay, let's go. When he climbed onto the boat, the wind died down. Okay, so you can see he stopped the wind, right? And then those who were in the boat worshiped him. What saying, "For truly you are the Son of God." Okay, and okay, let's look at another example of wind, the faith. Okay, let me have the next slide. Okay, this one later then we just go ahead. This one. Okay, this is another example of the gospel, Mark or Luke. Okay, leading the crowd, they took him along. Okay, there was also a furious storm, wind came, and the wave broke over the boat, and he was nearly swamped. Okay, the water went inside, and Jesus was sleeping. Okay, so remember, we must stretch ourselves as much as we can. But Jesus, after ministry, he was tired, he was sleeping. Very human. Alright, so when you're tired, must take care. Don't be a hero, only sleep 4 hours a day, or 5 hours a day, or 3 hours. No, it's advisable to sleep at least 8 hours or 8.5 hours, unless it's emergency. Alright, every day I sleep at least 8 hours. Only emergency, then I sleep about 4-5 hours, 5-6 hours. But after that, I catch up my sleep. I run to prepare sermon. Alright, why? Saturday, Sunday, Friday, weekend, very busy, right? Because still got to do other things. Alright? So, and he said, don't care, they want to say what Jesus was sleeping, because he was tired. Okay? They say, let's move on. And Jesus rebuked the wind. Somebody rebuked the demons, because the demon kind of disturbed, right? In life. He said to the wind, and the wind died down and completely calm. He said, "Why are you so afraid? You still have faith." They were terrified. He said, even the wind obeyed him. Okay, this is another context of the wind situation. Okay, look at John. Okay, John is the same context that Okay, I need to give you the background. So, can you go back to that verse? Okay, Mark. Okay, what is the context of Mark 4? Okay, why the same incident? Okay, Mark chapter 4, just now I didn't give you the context, right? Okay, this one is quite similar to this talking about spiritual warfare. Okay, this context. Okay, let's go to John. John chapter 6 is talking about this case. This one is an interesting context. Okay, there's illustrated by different writers. Their own. Okay, look at chapter 6. This context is also saying he feeding the 5,000. Alright? Feeding the 5,000. And what happened was they want to make him king. This context. Okay, just verse 15. And Jesus, knowing that they intended to come and make him king by force, because he can perform miracles to feed maybe close to 10,000 people. And they withdrew again. So what he do? He withdrew again. He doesn't want to be king. I say, right? He withdrew. He doesn't want popularity. So please, don't be a man pleaser. Yes is yes. No is no. And say that speak the truth in love. Okay, and do it wisely and properly and encouragingly. And don't be so quite blunt. Then you bring all hurts and good. Okay, we do it God's way, speaking the truth in love in the most helpful way. Alright. So let's move on. When evening came, the disciples went down to the lakes. Alright, so they got into the boat, and by now it was dark. Okay, sometimes you know that oftentimes especially Satan likes to work, especially in the dark, right? Okay, in the dark, the great darkness, the spirit of darkness. And Jesus had not yet joined them. The strong is in spiritual warfare, right? So, as I already said, that we are always in spiritual warfare. Okay, don't give Satan a chance to come in to attack us. Alright, okay, this phone, okay, you're not careful. Technology is good. Okay, can help you to advance the kingdom of God. I don't use PowerPoint, but it's also bad if you don't know how to use. Satan can use it to bind you. Okay, Satan can use that the phone as a loophole. That's why you see a lot of people are addicted to their phone, right? They cannot break free. You know why? They must always use their phone. You know why? Because technology, because they know how to manage, they are bound. Satan uses it to bind you. You understand? You know that technology is no good. It's good, but you must know how to use it. You need to have the wisdom of God to use it. Technology has the advanced at the same time, you don't use carefully, you are bind by Satan, because Satan can use that to bind you and get addicted. Because there's only heaven or hell. It's called this one. If you are bound, that is the gate of darkness. Okay, and alright. So you have to be very careful, because that instrument Satan can use to bind you. Okay, so then you're not set free. So you better learn to free yourself with the power of God. Okay, ask God power to free you. You can still play some game here and that is fine, but don't get bound. And every moment, one day, 18 hours, and spending on the phone. Alright, 18 hours a day. How many beat the record? 18 hours? I don't tell you who used the phone 18 hours. I know this person. 18 hours. Why? Nobody, that's good.
No, Joe, Wilson play morning to night.
Yeah. Okay, then you'll be bound. They say Satan use that to bind you. That's why you're not set free, you actually wasted your time. You understand? Wasted your energy. You can play a bit, can. Balance out a bit here and there, relax a bit. It's okay. No problem, don't get bound. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so be careful of Satan, I tell you. Let's move on. And when they had rowed 3 to 4 miles, they saw Jesus approaching the boat, walking on water, and they were terrified. Okay, again, they are fearful because again, wind and everything. But he said to them, "It is I, don't be afraid." Okay, and they are willing to take him into the boat, and immediately the boat reached the shore where they were heading. So imagine when you take Jesus into your boat, you reach your destination faster. When you give your time to God, you don't spend so much time on your phone. You give the time to God. This is preaching time. Give this time to God. You will reach your destination faster. You will get promoted faster. You will reach your goal faster. You will excel in the study, excel in the job. And God bless you in everything you do. When you reach your destination faster. Okay, don't be afraid of the difficulties, of the storm, all these. Because Jesus is there. You just stretch your faith. You just need to continue to trust Him and walk righteously, and then you reach your destination. Okay? Okay, is that, okay, let's move on. Okay, this one is interesting. Can we go from? What's the verse that one? Luke, Luke describe about wind also. That's interesting. Let's go on. Go back to just now. Okay, I want to give you the context. 8, John, Luke 8. You can see Luke present another situation. Okay, this context is talking about who is Jesus' brother, mother, and brother. You know,